Bagaimana dengan umat muslim yang mana kita ketahui ketika mereka meninggal, mereka akan dikubur di hari yang sama. Apakah di kehidupan selanjutnya mereka akan terlahir kembali sebagai umat muslim? Bagaimana mereka bisa tercerah? Masih perlu dilanjutin?
Namaste, I want to ask, because just few days ago, I saw a movie, one story about the possession of a spirit. Why it can be happen to someone, and how to help these people?
Questions.
I want to translate. Beberapa hari yang lalu saya nonton satu film, itu adalah kerasukan. Jadi mengapa kerasukan itu bisa terjadi, dan apa yang harus kita lakukan untuk membantu orang yang kerasukan.
Okay. We have animals. Some animals do harm us, and we as a human, we also do harm animals. Yeah? Just because we don't see, but there are spirits also. And we also harm them, and they also harm us. Okay? Some spirit, they can possess. They go into, trance into the people. They go into peoples. They can take over. Those people who have not balanced channel the elements. Okay? Those who have very impure kind of channels the elements of the body and the karmic disorders. And they become the most victim of those spirit. The spirit then they attract to them. I have this experience a lot. We have one patient in Nepal, and that person has a problem. That something goes in her, and that then controls completely. The person then change, speaks something else, and tells all the things, the story, attitude, everything change. So I know this. Number one, that person who get possessed and the spirit, they have connection. That means they owe something each other. It's left unpaid, the loans and the debts. Okay? So it's like unpaid loan, then we get phone calls and then letters, ultimatum date, warnings. So they come attack, why you are not paying me back? Why you are not doing this? Spirits are kind of very opportunist type. They take opportunity and they will act very, 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 very like a real, So for that, the best practice is then don't show our anger. Don't negatively react. Don't try to, fight against, showing our power or something. The best protection, the best, thing that you can do to protect yourself, to solve that problem, Not also that, but to also pay your debt. Clear the problems, Compassion. Have compassion. Really, you must have a compassion in our heart. And this is like keep happening. One thing you could do, refuge prayer, refuge practice. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, but with understanding what is Buddha, what is Dharma, what is Sangha. With the devotion, completely understanding, and then do that. That's very powerful. Another thing, then there is a practice called Sur practice, the aroma offering. And that's very effective practice actually. After somebody dies, then we feed this, the people, when they die, we feed through Sur practice. Sur then has substances, so many substances, all mixed together, is very nice one. Then we medicinal substances, and then we mix honey and all that, and then blessing pills, relics and all, then put a little bit of clothes and gold and all kind of precious things. We do that. And then burn and dedicate. But through the practice, then we transform the Sur. Transform it. Make it bigger as universe. More than, countless. Rich in every taste as a food, as a drink. And those who have no clothes, as a clothes. Those who have no shelter, give it as a shelter. Those who have no friends, as a friend. Path, those who are lost. Light for those who are in darkness. According to everybody's need, then we give, dedicate. So there's practice, Sur practice. I don't want to go to detail. But when we dedicate this, then the deceased people, they can then really enjoy that. Not the food that we offer set on the altar. They cannot enjoy because it's not dedicated. We just offer, And also we don't know the dedication way. So there are this kind of thing. Taking refuge, practice of refuge is one thing. The best then is the compassion. Always maintain compassion. If possible, through the practices like Sur, repay the the debt. And debt and loan, we might think, I don't have any loans to anybody. But actually we all have debt. We owe a lot to almost every sentient beings in this world, you see. So that's why this kind of practice is very effective. Okay? And okay. Okay, Nick. You start. Okay, that's ready? No, you start first. Huh? The mic is not ready. Okay.
Continued with the previous question. The spirit compasses the human. What about the Bardo being?
It's too loud. Okay. Okay.
What about the Bardo being? Can Bardo being passes human?
Possible.
Oh yes. The last question is, when we are in the Bardo state, can we meet another Bardo being?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Thousands. It changed, You have hundreds of billions of them now, this moment. The next moment, disappear. Newcomers.
No, I mean.
That's why.
Can we see another? Oh, okay.
In Bardo, we as a Bardo being, we can see the Bardo beings
and communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. And if we are a practitioner, we can even help them. Told you, if we are going to be born as a human, then the friends all will be humans in the Bardo. If be born in the animals, the surrounding all will be more like, majority of them will be animals. So this is what we see. Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
When Bardo process, no.
Okay, let's see. For example, somebody dies. Okay, her question is then how a master can help a person in Bardo. That's the question, yeah? So, you see, when somebody dies and he is traveling in Bardo, and his family, this is example, his family or relative, somebody has a very negative heart, negative motivation, negative attitude. And the Bardo being can then see, because he can read the mind. Then he can experience that negative things, and he gets angry and resolved, then he'll go to the hell and so on, isn't it? So similarly, when there is a master doing practice, dedicated for him, with his compassion and practice, because the Bardo being is seeking for help, support, so he can also connect to the master, because it is dedicated in the person's name. So he can easily connect. It's like I'm calling you, you are calling me, or something like that. You see, so easily he can connect. The moment he sees the master with compassion in meditation, when the master is doing practice of compassion, the person then sees that master as not human. He will see the master then as a Chenrezig, the Kuan Yin. The moment he sees the master as a Kuan Yin and feel the compassion, devotion comes and get liberations. You see, so this is what my master told me, my guru. When somebody pass away, people are engaged in all kinds of rituals and all those things, and yet they blame Buddhism is very, very expensive. When somebody dies, we have to spend a lot of money. They complain, but in fact, almost nothing is spent for the real, genuine cause, all for the pride and competition and all that culture, ritual, isn't it? So my master said, people are engaged, busy with those things. But I used to go to those places uninvited, because I was a very simple practitioner, going from here and there. Nobody knows me. I just drop by, sit there for a while, do Kuan Yin, the meditation, compassion, generosity, compassion meditation for a while. The deceased person then directly communicates, and he can see the master as a generosity and get liberation. My guru, he experienced and he told me, so there are so many more ways how we can help that. So maintaining positivity is always very important, and this is how we can help.
Bagaimana jika ada anggota tubuh dari orang yang meninggal ingin didonorkan atau didonasikan tapi belum 3 hari meninggal, supaya organ yang mau disumbangkan tetap segar dan baik? Apakah akan mengganggu orang tersebut dalam proses di alam Bardo? Okay. Let's say if someone who is dying and then he want to donate part of his limbs, like part of his body, and then that's before the 3 days he died. Okay, because the organ is still fresh. You want to donate that. And is it gonna confuse or gonna infect the peoples in the process of the Bardo?
Okay, one thing we have to be clear about it. Is it the person who is dying, want to donate, or we want it? That makes difference. If he says, yes, I want to donate, and please take any time after I die. If he really says, then it's okay. Then no problem. But there is no permission, and we want to do it, donation, his limbs and everything, then that's not right. Okay?
So, Namkha Rinpoche and Dorje, Thank you very much. I don't have any question because all you have taught us in these 2 days is really crystal clear. I was not born as a Buddhist, but I've been waiting for 15 years to listen to this Bardo teaching. And it is really beyond life. And it really touched the core of my heart. So may we all support each other, we remind each other to let go of all attachment and selfishness and etc. Because all of those are not important. Most important is we just become our true nature, the nature of mind, which is wisdom and compassion. Maybe the way, the path, the journey will not be that easy, but as long as we believe, we have faith, and it's beyond faith, beyond belief. We have also Rinpoche and all others masters, whether here or there, they might help. And always may we all support and love each other, not only to create a better world, but also to be born in the Pure Land or whatever is best for all of us. And not only for all human beings, living beings, but for all beings in the whole existence. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's really wonderful. No questions? Okay.
Kan dikatakan bahwa ketika kematian dalam proses Bardo dikatakan bahwa guru bisa menolong. Tapi kemudian bagaimana jika orang tersebut adalah misalnya orang yang jahat? Apakah kemudian itu melanggar hukum karma misalnya? Okay, so let's say in the Bardo, teachers can help the person who is dying, and then let's say this person is actually a bad person. A bad person. And then these teachers can help to liberate this person. Will it violate the law of karma?
No. This will not violate the law of karma. Karma is like karma is one condition, okay, and that can be changed. It's like a sickness. With the medicine and treatment, we can change. Okay, and if this cannot happen, if we are 100% to bear to face the result of our karma, then I think enlightenment to individual, I think very difficult. Especially the practice of purification, all this will not work at all. So that's why karma can be changed depending on the practice that you do. How powerful it is, how effective it is, how skillful it is, that can change. So, Buddha say that even somebody has done very bad karma, the result is 100% to be born as a hell being. But with the strong support from the master and from his own side, a devotion, when these two connects, no matter how heavy the person, the karma wrath is, liberated. and liberated. Another thing, people with very good karma, 100% to be born as a human or something good, and he is traveling in the Bardo journey, but because of the family or some relatives, their negative emotions and motivations and all attitudes cause him anger. The result actually, according to his karma, is to be born somewhere good, but that very moment action, powerful action, can bring down, to the hell, send him to the hell. This can happen. Another thing, Bardo, the teachings like Bardo is not common teaching that we can get everywhere or anywhere. Coming in connection with the teaching itself is considered and said to be the most fortunate one. Buddha's compassion is powerful enough, no matter how painful the suffering is, the suffering of samsara is. Buddha is like this. Buddha's compassion is like this. A mother has 3 kids. So mother's love, kindness and every treatment, everything actually is equal to all 3 children, isn't it? Same. But when 3 of these, out of these 3, one gets sick, the mother's love, care and concern is then extra on him, particular, isn't it? So, in fact, these teachings are then for those who have the most heavy karma. No matter how heavy karma they have done, if they can encounter with this teaching, they can be liberated and enlightened. Okay?
Rinpoche, I want to ask about the Bardo teaching is from the Buddha Sakyamuni teachings or from the realized master, the other?
Bardo teaching, in fact there is no teaching that has no connection to Buddha Sakyamuni. Bardo teaching mostly comes from Tantra teachings, the Tantra teachings that Buddha has taught. So the Tantra teaching is so vast, profound, scattered, partly taught here, partly taught there, partly taught here. So, for us to study all these details, impossible to make it, That's why Master, Guru Padmasambhava in 8th century, then he all combined together. The teachings of Buddha as it is, in different, source, combined together and made into one text. So we don't have to look for it here and there, So actually, this teaching is the teachings of Buddha himself, according to the Tantra source.
Master, you say that there is a difference between enlightenment and liberation. So what is the liberation? Thank you.
Suffering of samsara starts from the root of it, and that is self-clinging, self-grasping, ego, the grasping towards our ego, what we call is the notion of I, When you untie that, when you change that, when you discover there is no such thing called I, truly existing. In fact, it is opposite. This is non-self, non-I. When you realize that completely, then you release yourself from all kind of suffering. The suffering, then you are released from the sufferings. Completely released. That is liberation. Okay? That is liberation. But knowing that non-self is it enough to be completely enlightened? No. Because non-self of a person, individual, knowing that, realizing that, getting that, okay, will not cover all the phenomenal things, the rest of the phenomenal things, the idea, the wisdom about all the rest of the things. It doesn't cover. So until we get complete idea, the reality of everything, not only of a notion of self, the self-clinging, not only of that. Unless we get the complete understanding, the reality of everything, not only limited to that, but everything, then the complete enlightenment is not yet happened. So to be completely enlightened, then we have to realize the shunyata. The shunyata is then the emptiness. So the emptiness of everything, not only as a person, individual, non-self. So when we say liberation, completely free from suffering, yes. But is it a complete realization of every reality in the world? No. That's why complete enlightenment is then getting the complete picture of ultimately, relatively and ultimately everything, That's complete enlightenment. Liberation is then only knowing the self, non-self state. That's the difference.
If somebody made a lot of bad karma and get helped by the teachers, will he be liberated or enlightened?
Oh, sorry. Repeat that again.
If a bad person in his life already did a lot of bad karmas, and then he met a teacher, good teacher, and the teacher helped him, will he be liberated or enlightened?
Same. If liberation is possible, enlightenment is also possible for him. Yeah.